Well, hey, honey. Today's recipe is hot honey cornbread muffins. This recipe is so good. It's got a little kick from the hot honey, and it's buttery and just everything good cornbread should be. My name is Mari. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this right now. So let's go. First thing I did was preheated my oven to 400 degrees. And then the next thing, this makes 12 muffins, and I have a muffin tin that is for 12 muffins, and I've gone ahead and greased it. I just did it with some of the non-stick cooking spray. Now let me get you down here and show you how I put everything together. All right, first thing we are gonna do is our dry ingredients, and that is 1 cup of yellow cornmeal, 1 cup of flour. All right, this is 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Go ahead and dump that in. Then I'm just gonna whisk this together just to get it combined. I love good cornbread. Just love it. I'm from the South, so we love our cornbread down here. All right. Now, let's do the wet ingredients. In this bowl, I have 1 cup of buttermilk. To that, I'm gonna add 1 stick of butter, or 1/2 cup of butter. I like to use salted. You don't have to, that's just my preference. I know some people say that if you use salted butter, I don't know, it affects the baking. I'm not sure, but I've never had a problem with it, so I use salted. All right, now here's the honey, 1/2 cup hot honey. And one little trick I learned is to just spray a little bit of cooking spray in the measuring cup so that it helps the honey come out a lot easier. Because if you don't, oh my goodness, sometimes honey is just a real bugger getting it out. All right, now we've got an egg, 1 egg. Just crack it into the liquid ingredients. I'm gonna take this out for now while I whisk this. There we go. All right, just wanna get these good and combined. You don't wanna overmix these, but just enough. All right, now let's mix our wet and dry ingredients. I love this cornbread recipe. It was given to me by a friend, and I've just been hooked on it ever since. Hopefully you will too. All right. There we go. Now, let's just give this a good mix. And I know that there are a lot of box cornbread mixes out there, and there's nothing wrong with them. In fact, some of them are quite good. But it never hurts to have a homemade cornbread recipe in your collection. All right, so this is pretty good. Like I said, you don't need to overmix, and it's okay if it still has a little bit of lumps. Just want to get it to where it's combined and you don't see any of the little, flour or just cornmeal down at the bottom. So this looks well combined. I'm going to go ahead and put the cornbread in these muffin tins, and then I'll be right back. All right, fill the muffin tin. These are ready to go. I didn't think you'd want to watch me filling up a muffin tin. We've all seen that. That's like watching paint dry. Anyway, you want to pop these in the oven, again, preheated to 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. Again, kind of keep an eye out because everybody's oven's different. So when these are done and they've cooled for a few minutes, I'm gonna take them out of the muffin tin and we will give them a taste. I'll be right back. Corn muffins are done. Look at that.
They smell good.
They smell corny, don't they?
They smell corny, like that joke.
All right, well, let me just say this first before we try it. I baked them. They only needed 15 minutes in my oven, but that's what I'm saying. You might want to just, you know, pay attention to your oven. I would hate for you to burn your corn muffins. One more thing to note, you don't have to use hot honey. You can use regular honey, or you can use sugar instead if you want to do half a cup of sugar. If you don't have honey, that works fine too. You can also adjust the salt. This only has 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You can add 1/2 teaspoon, and I don't think it would make it too salty. These aren't very salty muffins, but to me, they're good. They're perfect the way they are.
Well, I don't know. I haven't had one yet.
You've had them before, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So let's go ahead and give them a taste. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I have added a little bit of butter to mine because I love some butter on a corn muffin. That's for sure. You want me to taste first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. A little piece.
I'll just finish that piece off you did.
Okay. Oh, wow. I love it. I love that.
Well, that's really good. Mm-hmm. That's not surprising. It always is.
Well, thank you. This is just a simple corn muffin. The hot honey is not overwhelming at all. It kind of has a little bit of a, like you can kind of taste it, almost the aftertaste. It has, you can feel a little bit of spice there. It's nothing crazy. I don't even think a kid is going to think that these are way too hot. But they're perfect. I love them. I hope you do too. I hope you give this recipe a try, and if you do and you like it, leave me a comment. Let me know. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so very much for watching our video today. We always appreciate your time. Anything else? Is that
That's
right?
it.
All right. I guess that's a wrap for today. And until next time, I really hope you try these hot honey muffins. Oh, one more little note. You can also drizzle some of the hot honey on top of the muffin. That'll give you a little extra heat and a little extra sweetness. All right. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.